There's some good weather on the way as high pressure builds in during this week. We've still got some rain around as we go into Tuesday, though, as what's left of a front that's been lurking toward the northwest of Scotland over recent days is still around, and the idea of some patchy rain, maybe the odd heavier burst of rain, typically just coming from banks of middle level cloud, is possible across the Highlands through the day on Tuesday, and just the chance that some of that middle cloud, even across England and Wales, could pop up the odd isolated burst of rain, and wouldn't rule out a very local thundery outbreak just somewhere into the Pennines late in the day, but very, very isolated. Wind is looking light and temperatures generally on the warm side. Many hills then free of low cloud. The far northwest of Scotland still just plagued with the damp air that lurks around that front. The rainfall sequence for the day shows some rain around, particularly across the west and north of Scotland early in the day. This may be overdoing it somewhat in terms of how the modelling is handling things, but it's the idea of some rain at least being in the forecast for Tuesday morning, and that tending to drift northeastwards and break up as we go through the middle of the day and into the afternoon. Still some patchy rain though, just around the far north and northwest, which may even just drift further back southwards late in the day and into the evening, but not amounting generally to too much, but just some dampness to take us overnight into Wednesday. Now that weakening front will be a cold front that drifts southwards across Britain through Wednesday daytime, and hardly anything left on it barring a few squibs of showers and some banks of cloud which will run into eastern hills, particularly the Pennines, where it may be rather stubborn across some of those eastern slopes through the day. Cloud breaking across much of Scotland to give some sunshine breaking through as high pressure builds. The temperature just a bit cooler though as the airflow comes around off the northeast, and if you do stick with some of those banks of cloud it will feel distinctly cool in eastern areas, best of temperatures out towards the west. An easterly breeze at its strongest across the north of England and maybe the southern uplands as well. Into Thursday, we've got high pressure on the scene, and it's the idea of a fair day overall. Some early low-level fog patches will soon clear, the hills generally free of cloud, temperatures cooler than we've seen earlier in the week, but still pleasantly warm, particularly across some western regions. Strongest of the breeze across Wales and the South Pennines, otherwise the wind very light. We close out the week still with an easterly wind across Wales. There's weak fronts just trying to topple into the high across Scotland, although this may come to next to nothing, but the risk of some banks of cloud just drifting into some coastal hills. We shall keep an eye on that one, and I'll update you in the full planning outlook on Tuesday. Thanks for watching this fleeting view. Bye for now.